Hello everyone, how was your day? I hope it was productive. Okay, today I'm here again with another verse from First Samuel 5 3 to 4. Two verses actually. First Samuel 5 3 and 4. I'm going to read the KJV, then I'll read the message. Very interesting read. Okay, from verse 3 it says, "And when day of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was falling upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. And they took Dagon and set him in his place again. And when they arose early on the morning, behold, Dagon was falling upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him." Okay, let me quickly read message. It says, "Next morning, when the citizens of Ashdod got up, they were shocked to find Dagon toppled from his place, flat on his face before the chest of God. They picked him up and put him back where he belonged. First thing the next morning, they found him again toppled and flat on his face before the chest of God. Dagon's head and arms were broken off, strewn across the entrance. Only his torso was in one piece." Well, this just to cut it short, this happened when the people of Ashdod came to have fight with the children of Israel, and they carried the ark of God. When they carry the ark of God, they put the ark of God in the same room as their God. From this read, we can see what happened. Their God, the first night, their God fell flat on his face, and they came wondering what happened. They picked it up, put it back to stay, to stand. By the next morning, it was flat on his face again. This time, the head was broken off, the hands, and it was just the body was left. Everything broken off. What I can see from this is God is so awesome. He's just so awesome. His power is incredible. Because if just the ark of God, in the days of old, the ark of God represented the presence of God, and that ark was in the same room with their so-called God, and the God had to fall flat on his face. Let me read another verse of the Bible. That's Philippians 2:10 said that at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. Hey guys, if you have God in you, you have everything. If you have God in you, the power that raised Christ from the dead. Do you know what that means? If just the ark of God, the ark that symbolizes the presence of God, was causing them to have issues. If you read the this passage down, you will see that a lot of things happened. They were falling sick and all that until they returned the ark of God. Hey guys, God does not joke with us. When you have his presence in you, then everything begins to work for your favor. Every power of darkness falls at your feet. Anything that they want to even do, whatever they want to do, just be conscious of the presence of God in you, and see, they fall. They have to fall. They have to bow, because that power is the greatest. No other power can even come close. They have to bow. So I just want us to go with this realization, with this consciousness that, hey, we carry the presence of God, and because of that presence in us, every other power, every other force of darkness, any other thing they are planning has to bow. We can't bow for them. They have to bow to us because of the presence. Let's just make sure at every point in time we have the presence of God in us. Anything that will cause the presence of God to live our lives, we should not go near it. We should be intentional about having the presence of God in us, because that presence of God guarantees guarantees solution to everything here on this earth. So I just want to encourage us today, let us have the presence of God. As usual, if you have a contrary opinion or you have a deeper understanding of this verse that we read today, please put it up in the comment section. Thank you so much for all the comments. I'm encouraged. Thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow.